Hi, this is Steve, and in this video I would like to talk about a serious topic, and this is how productivity burns you out, or what can be the dark side of productivity. So stay tuned and check out the full video. So what is productivity? I think this is one magical word which nearly try to be chased by everyone nowadays. No matter what is your job, how you feel, or where do you live, sooner or later I am 100% sure that you will meet with this term. At first glance, productivity is something which can be insanely beneficial in our life, and I can fully agree with that. I think everybody loves to feel themselves productive, and this can be one of the best feelings in the world when we experience that we were super productive and busy throughout the day, and we were able to manage everything what we have planned. Another benefit of productivity is that it can help us to adapt beneficial habits and activities for us, which can support our self-development and get us closer to the desired goals. Personally, I am a big fan of productivity, and I always try to fill my days with activities which can be beneficial on spiritual and also physical level too. I like to read, meditate, stretch, do some exercises, study languages, and in parallel with that I also need to pay attention on my company and also my side hustles. Shortly, it's not an easy job to manage all of the activities that I have included here, and it can be especially difficult when you have a family or a girlfriend and you would like to spend some quality time with them. Now let me ask you a question. What will happen if the task that you would like to arrange will be increasing continuously? What would you do? Well, I chose the wrong steps and I have experienced the dark side of productivity. When I felt that all the mentioned tasks are increasing, I did what seemed to be logical to me. I excluded all the activities which were not part of my own productivity. I tried to convince myself with sentences like, I don't need to rest because it won't make me a better person. I don't need social interactions because these kind of interactions just take time out from me and it won't get me closer to the goals. Maybe if I sleep less, I will gain some extra hours which can help me to stay productive even longer. And I guess you will figure out what happened afterwards. I have experienced the darkest sides of the productivity. Let me introduce them one by one. Continuous health concerns. I consider myself as a healthy guy and I always try to pay attention to this. I always try to eat healthy, take the right supplements, and also pay attention to maintain a physically active lifestyle. Even if I was conscious with my own head, this was the first thing which slipped out from my hands when I became obsessed with my own productivity. At the highest peak in my productivity state, I have experienced real symptoms of stress on my body. Anytime when I felt that something won't be done in the way as I planned, I stressed out. Anytime when I felt that I spent time with an activity which won't get me closer to my goals, I stressed out. And lastly, anytime when I tried to remain fully productive and something just catched my focus, I stressed out once again. In the beginning it wasn't too serious because I had only experienced mild symptoms like I had continuous headaches, my eyes burned most of the time, and I was very tired. Surely deep inside my heart I started to think that something is not okay with me. However, I thought that I can easily overcome on this and within a few days it will be better. But this is not what happened. Even worse, my symptoms became more serious. The left side of my upper body started to tingle. I had earrings, jaw pain, shoulder pain, and so on. Certainly, after all of these, I have rushed to the hospital and did all the requested examination by the doctors, and guess what happened? All the examinations results showed that I was completely healthy on paper. And after all of that, I strongly believe that all this happened because of my destructive behavior. I stressed my body too much with my productive thinking, and even if my body wanted to stop, my mind continuously pushed me to carry on, and I ignored all the early signs. When I finally took actions and developed a well-balanced lifestyle, every single symptom nearly disappeared within a blink of an eye. I still can't believe that my mind created real physical symptoms on my body. However, there was no other reasonable answer on what happened. All in all, always make sure that you pay attention to the early signs of your body. It is great to feel yourself productive all the time. However, if you feel that you would like to switch off, feel free to do it. Furthermore, the short-term productivity habit can affect your long-term horizon, and also it can cause health concerns, as you can see. Shortly, learn from my mistake and don't hesitate to switch off. Losing social connections. Unfortunately, losing social connections can be another disadvantage of a productive mindset. When you have developed a highly productive mindset, it's easy to fall into the trap that you don't want to spend even a single minute with activities which won't get closer to your goals, and social connections and activities can be a big part of this illusion. Back in the days, I continuously convinced myself with sentences like, "Surely my friends will understand that I ignore them for a couple of months. It's okay because I am very productive right now and I have a lot of tasks to do. If my friends won't understand me and won't stay with me after all, they might haven't been my friends anyway." Nothing special happens with us. There is no reason to hang out too often because it might ruin our relationships. All of these sentences were so wrong and I am so disappointed that it took me time to realize it. Because I was not able to find a healthy line between my productivity and social activities, I burned up a couple of bridges with my former friends, and as you know, it is not easy to fix shattered human relations. It took me time to acknowledge that I need these kind of activities even if I am not feeling productive myself, meanwhile I am talking with people. I like to laugh with my friends and I like to talk about silly things. I love to have a coffee with my colleagues at my workplace and share interesting stories with each other. And you know what else I have figured out? When I start to talk about my problem, they can imagine what I am going through, and even some of them suggested me a couple of effective techniques and showed support, which could have helped me to not fall into my own trap. Furthermore, I have also talked with people who has experienced exactly the same symptoms what I have mentioned to them, and they tried to warn me that if I don't take these symptoms seriously, it might be too late for me. Sadly, I didn't listen to them. To wrap up this, we are all human beings, and I think social interactions plays an enormous part in our life, and there is no reason to exclude them, even not for productivity. We only live once, and a lot of unique and unforgettable moments can be created through these kind of social interactions, and I think this is more valuable than anything else. You can never switch off. Personally, this was the most crucial disadvantage of my productive mindset, and in the end I was sick of it. After a productive, rough day, it would have been nice if I could switch off when I am watching a movie with my girlfriend. However, this didn't happen frequently. Even if we have organized an activity together, I continuously thought about what else we can do to make sure that we build up our future. And the most hilarious thing is that we do a lot of productive stuff anyway together, like we read books, exercise, we like to make videos like this, and we also have a couple of side hustles. And still I questioned us every single time when we didn't do activities like what I have mentioned. To be honest, this kind of behavior was not healthy from my side, not at all, because it can easily seal our connection. Gladly, my girlfriend was way smarter than me and she knew exactly when I need to stop. When she saw that I was so frustrated because I still had many tasks for the day, she kindly asked me to do something else together. Certainly, I was a bit upset when she requested something like this in the moment of heat, but as I look back, she saved me from myself. She made me realize that no matter how hard I try, I always find tasks which can help us to build a better future. However, what is the point with it if we won't be together in the present, because we always look for the future? And I think this can be one of the darkest side of productivity. When you start to pay too much attention to your future but you forget to live in the present. Even if you feel satisfied by the end of the day because you were able to manage everything what you have planned, you still could feel yourself empty, as you are missing small things from your life which can be crucial for your own happiness. Trust me, it is very disappointing when you see your loved one's face and they sigh and say again, "Another day when we can't do anything together." And what is your response? You keep doing your own tasks. This was my biggest lesson with productivity, and no matter what you say, your friends and family wants to be with you, not with your mindset. Surely, a highly productive mindset can open endless opportunities in our life, but never forget that your family and friends love you the way you are and not because your results. After all of these serious issues, what do you think how I consider productivity? Well, it is still an essential part in our life. However, I developed a healthy balance between my productive mindset and me and my family time. Moreover, it's super important to know when I need to take a rest and do something else which can refresh my mind, and continuously it can be more beneficial too. Firstly, it helps me to switch off because I can spend quality free time with my friends and family, and secondly, it can boost up my energy level, which can result higher performance later. So that was all for today, and by the end of this video I would like to highlight once again that it is truly beneficial to develop a productive mindset. However, it can be dangerous when it becomes your obsession and you can't find the right balance between your productivity and other aspects of your life. As always, please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching, and see you next week.